It's hard from this angle. But you see all of these guys, these are bud sites. And as you take a look at the top of the plant here, you see a lot of more of those bud sites. And those are going to turn into the fattest, greasiest nugs that you'll probably ever see. Now, my headphones in. Hold on. I got to get my headphones in today. Thank you for stopping by this live video session. You must be interested in cannabis cultivation. If you will take a look behind me, I've got a little bit of that going on, but you probably can't hear me yet. All right, now we're live. Now we're live. Can you hear me better? Can you hear me now? Yeah, you're tuned in to the Cultivation Academy, live, live, live. Today, we've been getting a lot of questions about getting started. Many people want to know about getting started. And one of the most popular questions is often followed by, I want to know everything. Tell me everything that you know. And then I go into this mode of, well, I've got 11 years of cultivation experience, right? How do I compress that into an hour or a day, or how long does it need to be? And here's my advice to those of you who are very, very interested. You are ambitious. You're ready to jump into this cannabis industry. You understand that this train is moving whether or not you're on it, right? It is not stopping because you're not on it, right? And here's what you want to do. You really want to make sure that you have an idea of where you want to end up, right? I like to tell people to start with the end in mind. Cannabis harvest farmers, you know what I'm saying, right? You're not planning for the seedling part. You're planning for the fruit, the harvest that's to come there. So with cannabis and building your business, you want to do some of those very similar things. They're essential. For instance, if you are going to be um, a producer or manufacturer of skincare products, right? We manufacture, formulate skincare products. We go from farm to face, and we understand that, right? So along those lines, we're making sure that we're not doing any of the things that are going to cause violations in our end product, using pesticides and using all of that other obnoxious nutrient stuff that's going on out there. But you want to do that as well, especially if you are growing outdoors and you want to get some outdoor hemp farming going. There's a couple different phases, right? Your germination phase, where you're going to be picking seeds, or you're going to be picking clones. Then you're going to go into your vegetative phase, and then you're going to go to your flower phase. But that's not it, right? So now you've got to figure out where you're going to hang and dry this stuff in an atmosphere that's not going to cause mold and a whole host of other problems. So you want to start with that in mind, right? If you've only got enough dry space for 1 acre or half an acre, you start with that half an acre, and then you use that to build and you use that to scale, right? Excuse me. You want to make sure that you're legal in the space that you're growing. Shout out to my closet growers. I understand what you're doing. I understand what you got going on. So if you're in the Cultivation Academy, you know that there's a legalized ebook. You can go download that book. It'll take you directly to your specific state and the laws and the legalized level of cannabis cultivation that you can do in your state. There's also an ultimate toolkit for beginner growers to help you get started and stay in a step-by-step structure that'll help you kind of get to these stages here as well. Super easy. I'm a hydroponic grower. I know many of you guys are out there in soil, and you're asking what the difference is between hydroponic cultivation and soil cultivation. I love soil. I think, the earth is everything. Obviously, growing sustainable plants, making sustainable products, and those kind of things. Everyone starts in soil, so don't feel pressured to jump into something that is going to cost you a tremendous amount of money without a true understanding or a true guidance along that way. Hydroponics is a little bit more costly. High risk, high reward is what we call it. So you want to make sure that those kind of things are dialed in. But if you're just starting out and you got a couple of plants that you're trying to bring on to maturity so you can experience your own cannabis, there's nothing like it. Soil is great. You can create soil. You can compose your own soil. You can use Amended soils, I always recommend amended soils just because root development is important. I live in North Carolina where there is a lot of red clay, so I'm often adding things to that soil to help the drainage and the nutrient absorption by the plants. So start in soil. Get started in soil. You find a seed source. Find a seed source. Shout out to you guys who are out there in those those legal states where you can just walk in and purchase a couple of seeds to get your cannabis grow up and started. But we're just doing a little bit of maintenance in the garden today. Wanted to answer a couple of the questions that you guys had. Getting started. Don't wait. Don't wait to get started. Do not wait to get started. If you got an idea, write that idea out and try to flesh it out. Talk to some people who are in the cannabis industry, who are doing things on the floating floor of ever-changing laws, right? Was this good? Did this help? I hope somebody pulls something out of this. Feel free to share this. Don't forget to stop at www.thecultivationacademy.com. Communicate with me more over there. I want to bring you guys more into the garden so that your stuff at home can look like this. I tell the story. I started with 2 cannabis plants on top of a fish tank and scaled to over 1,000 plants. And there's a lot of challenges on the way, but it has been rewarding. You get to meet a ton of inspired and motivated. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the other side. Thank you.